So you did it. You bought your first home here in Sacramento. You've got the keys in your hand, you're walking through the door, and your mind is just racing with all these amazing ideas. But then comes the big question, right? How do you actually turn this house into your dream home without the budget or even the house itself totally falling apart? All right, let's get into it.
Here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with that classic dilemma every new homeowner faces. Then we'll look at why doing it yourself is just so tempting. From there, we'll pull back the curtain on the hidden and often painful price tag of DIY. Then we'll explore the professional advantage, and this is the big one. We'll zero in on the absolute smartest upgrades you can make for the Sacramento market to build real, lasting value in your home.
Listen, this is a feeling every single new homeowner knows. You've got that Pinterest board, it's filled with beautiful open concept kitchens, those spa bathrooms, all the good stuff. And then reality hits, right in the bank account. Suddenly that gap between the dream and what you can actually afford feels like a mile wide.
This really is the question, isn't it? It's the one that has you up at midnight, scrolling through photos, wondering how to make it all happen. And for so many of us, the first thought that pops into our heads is, you know what? I can probably just do this myself. I mean, why wouldn't you think that? The pull of DIY is incredibly strong. You watch a couple of videos online, you head down to the hardware store, you start imagining all the thousands of dollars you're about to save. But is that promise of big savings the real story?
Okay, so this really gets to the heart of it all. On one hand, you've got the perception, the dream, right? You're saving a boatload of cash, you're doing it on your own timeline, you have total control. But the reality? Whoa, it can be a completely different story, filled with costly mistakes, projects that drag on forever, and a level of stress, not to mention some serious safety risks that you just didn't sign up for.
And that leads us right to the core problem. That whole plan to save money can backfire in a huge way. There's this hidden price tag that comes with DIY that, unfortunately, a lot of first-time homeowners don't see until it's way too late. And I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. It's one thing to paint a room or hang a shelf, but it's another thing entirely to start messing with the stuff behind the walls. Playing with your home's electrical or plumbing is not like a simple home project. It really is like trying to perform surgery after watching a quick tutorial. You don't know what you don't know, and a small mistake isn't a cosmetic oopsie, it's a potential flood, a potential fire, the really serious stuff.
So when you look at the real costs, it goes way beyond just the money. You might end up paying a pro twice, first to fix your mess, and then to do the job right. But it's also about all the materials you wasted, the potential fines you could face for violating building codes, and yes, actually decreasing your home's value. And look, most importantly, and we can't stress this enough, it's about keeping your family safe.
All right, so if that's the potential chaos of DIY, what's the alternative? Well, this is where you trade all that uncertainty and chaos for a clear, streamlined process by bringing in a professional team.
You hear this term in-house team, but what does it actually mean? It's really simple. It means one company handles the whole shebang, from the very first design sketch to the final nail. You have one person to call, one team that's responsible for everything. It cuts out the confusion and makes it crystal clear who's accountable.
And this is what that process looks like in the real world. It's a transparent, step-by-step journey. You start with your big idea, then move into careful planning and budgeting, then the fun part with design, and then construction and completion. It's a clear, predictable roadmap. No more guessing games, no more surprise costs or endless delays.
Now this part right here is absolutely non-negotiable. Think about it. Your home is probably the biggest investment you will ever make. So working with a contractor who is fully licensed, bonded, and insured isn't just a nice to have. It is essential protection for that massive investment. It's your safety net. It means you're protected. Full stop.
Okay, so you've decided to bring in the pros. Smart move. Now for the fun question. Where do you put your money to get the biggest bang for your buck, specifically here in the Sacramento market? Because let me tell you, not all renovations are created equal when it comes to resale value. Well, the numbers for Sacramento County could not be clearer. Year after year, the two projects that consistently give you the best return on your investment are kitchen and bathroom remodels. They're the heart and soul of a home. And it's what today's buyers are looking at first, especially in a place like Sacramento where you have a lot of wonderful older homes that could use a modern touch. Other upgrades are great, but these two are, hands down, the champions.
I mean, just look at that number, an 85% average return on investment for a major kitchen remodel right here in our area. Let's put that in perspective.
It means that for every single dollar you wisely put into a professional kitchen remodel, you can expect to get about 85 cents back when it's time to sell. You're not just spending money on a prettier kitchen, you are literally building wealth.
And really, that's the big mental shift here. It's about moving away from thinking just like a homeowner and starting to think like an investor in your own property. It's all about making smart, strategic choices that are going to pay off big time down the road.
I want you to let this one sink in. A good renovation makes your house look nice. Anybody can do that. But a great renovation, that builds real, tangible, long-term financial value. It builds equity. So, as you stand in your new Sacramento home and dream about what's next, I want you to ask yourself this one simple, powerful question. Is this project I'm dreaming about just another expense, or is it a true investment? Because the answer to that question doesn't just change your room, it changes the entire future value of your home.